Hi friends. As you can see, we are going to need a chair for class today. If there's a desk in front of you, that's great. We should have space for that as well. So we're going to begin with hands resting on your thighs. And if you're leaning against your chair, sit up away from the chair. Just sitting straight up usually brings that, depending on what chair you are sitting in. And then feet are about hips width apart. Shoulders just gently drawing back. And notice your toes resting down on the ground. Notice the pattern, the rhythm to your own breathing. Maybe start to invite a slightly more full breath. Inhale, really expanding out as much as it can, a full 360 breath around your torso. And then the exhale, it's just resting and going all the way out. Then we're going to go a little bit further with the breath. And we're going to breathe in for 4 seconds, pause for a moment at the top, and breathe out for 4 seconds. And we're just going to follow that rhythm a few times. If that doesn't work for you, you are so welcome to switch to anything else. So, take a full breath in, as much air as you can. Sit tall, and then let the air go all the way out. And then breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, hold your breath. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 3 rounds. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Still sitting tall. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Last retention of your breath. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin to move your arms out to the sides, palms point up, full breath in. Lift your arms. Maybe you need to bend your elbows, that's fine. Go where your shoulders are at. And then exhale, palms come together in front of you. And your elbows reach towards one another. If they touch, great. If they don't touch, also great. We're all radically different. So keeping your elbows at least reaching in towards one another, and then actively reaching your elbows away from your body. But your core is squeezing in and you're sitting tall. And then breathe in, lift your elbows up. Doesn't have to be too high. Exhale, bring your elbows in down towards your abdomen and round your upper back. Inhale, lift your elbows up. Exhale, elbows come down. Last 2, just like that. Breathe in, elbows lift up. Exhale, elbows come down. Breathe in, lift. Keep reaching your elbows towards one another. And then exhale, round all the way down. Keep your elbows there, but sit back up. Shoulder blades drawing together, maybe a couple shoulder rolls for a moment. And then it's like you're making little robot arms out in front of you. Shoulder blades squeeze together behind you. Gravity loves to pull them forward. Bring them back. And then as you inhale, keep your elbows glued in by your sides and just your hands come out. They might not go super far out. That's okay. We're just noticing and exploring a range of motion here. Exhale, hands come back in. breathe in, hands go out, elbows stay in. Exhale. Inhale. Creating a little breath rhythm and syncing your breath to your movement. So if you need to go a little slower or faster, please do. Last one. And then arms lift up. Squeeze your core in tightly. Maybe scooch to the edge of your chair a little more. Really sit tall. Core draws in. And then as you exhale, right hand sweeps down and back to grab onto the chair. Left hand comes down to your knee, to your right knee. And then twist and look over your back shoulder. Core is still drawing in, so if you let go of these things, you would still stay in your twist. And then come back through the middle. Lift both your arms up. Left hand sweeps down and back to grab the chair. Right hand comes to your left leg. Core squeezes to help make this rotation happen. So if you lift your arms, you'd stay there. Full breath. And then come back to the middle. Shrug your shoulders a little bit. And take your right ankle, cross it over the left thigh. If your knee is too high, slide your foot forward a little bit. Toes pull in towards your kneecap. And sit up tall, lifting your heart up to help find a stretch in your outer right hip. Core can kind of draw in, but keep sitting up super tall. If you, for some reason, don't feel a stretch, you can just reach your heart forward a little more, and you might feel it there. Breath in. Hands can rest wherever. And breath out. And then go ahead and sit back up. Stretch your right leg all the way out in front of you. Heel comes down onto the ground. And a soft bend to your knee, especially if they tend to lock out. And then bring your hands onto your left thigh. Push your right heel down into the ground a little bit. And just lean forward. Heart reaches forward. Back of the neck is long. Exploring finding a stretch down the back of your right leg. Lift your tailbone up a little bit. And keep pushing that right heel down ever so slightly. And then sit back up, both knees bend, sweep your arms up. Exhale. Left hand comes down as your right arm stretches up and over. Let your right shoulder really lift up by your ear. Core squeezes. There should be no pressure in the lower back because your whole side body is lifting up, not just dumping over. And then inhale, arms lift. Exhale, right hand down, left arm side stretch. Core squeeze for support. And then come back through the middle. Left ankle comes up over the right thigh. This side's tighter for me, so I'm going to scoop my foot forward. You can go way forward. And then I don't need any lean on this side. Both sides of the body are a little bit different. So you can stay up here. If you need a little bit more to happen in that left outer hip, reach your heart, your sternum bone forward. Back of the neck is long. Steady breath right here. And then go ahead and sit back up. Unwind your legs, set both your feet down to the ground. And explore the idea of gripping with your big toes on the ground, and your knees can dial outwards a little bit, but you're trying to push your heels down into the ground like you're about to stand up. And then hands come together at your hearts, shoulders drop back. And even though we're not going to stand up out of the chair, do everything you can like you would be about to stand up. So you'll feel your legs fire all the way up, possibly to your glutes as well. So core draws in, heels push down, and keep acting as if you're going to try to stand up out of the chair. Breathe here. Every time something softens, just bring it right back on board. Reach your hands forward, squeeze your core in, and then inhale, sit up, hands to your heart. Breathe in, lift your arms. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeezing your shoulder blades together behind you. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bend your elbows, squeeze your shoulder blades. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Arms up. And exhale. Bring both hands onto your left thigh again. And begin to heel toe your right foot out as far as it will go. Your toes can point in any direction that works for you. Make sure you feel stable with your chair. Lean over that left leg for a moment. Really reach out through that right foot. Toes can point forward, off to the side. And then sit up tall. My toes prefer to point out a little bit here. And reach your arms straight out to the sides. And then flip your palms upwards and bend your elbows a little bit. That way we get our shoulder blades locked in onto our rib cage behind us and in a more secure position. And then squeeze your core in. Abdomen squeezes tightly, and just tilt to the left a little bit, away from your straight leg. And then come back to the middle. Arms stay as they are, squeezing that space between the shoulder blades. Reach a little. And then extend your left arm all the way out. Squeeze your core in. Stay rooted in your right foot. Reach your right arm out. And then inhale. Right hand down to your right leg. Left arm lifts up. Squeeze your core. And then come right back to where you were. Reach, reach, reach. Stay stable. Core squeezes. And then inhale. Right back up. Exhale, both hands down. Shrug your shoulders. Heel toe your right foot all the way back in. And then heel toe that left foot all the way out. You might have to adjust to be more on the corner of your chair so that your leg can extend more comfortably. Toes can point out, forwards, or way out. If you tend to lock your knee out like I love to, bend it a little bit. Keep it active. And then hands start out on your thigh for a moment and just feel the way this shape feels with your own breathing. Full big inhale. Notice your toes resting on the ground. And really slow exhale. Maybe if you need to, let a really noisy exhale out, a heavy sigh. And then sit up. Reach your hands out, palms up, bend your elbows, and start here. Explore pushing into your feet, so your feet are pushing down into the ground like you're trying to push the ground away from you to just kind of activate this shape and gather your muscles in a little. Just squeeze your shoulder blades together. Draw your abdomen in and begin to just lean ever so slightly to the right and then come back in. Lean to the right, reach, reach, reach. Keep your feet rooted and then stretch that right arm all the way out and then the left. Core squeezes in tightly to really support your lower back. So you notice if I relax and then when I squeeze everything in, it kind of rounds my back a little bit because the whole front body is shortening as you squeeze your core. And then left hand down to your left leg, right arm lifts up, core still squeezing to lift everything up. And then come back and reach. And then come back and lift up. Left hand down, right arm reaches up. And then relax. Bring your left foot all the way back in. Sit at the front of your chair and then just lean back. This might be different depending on what kind of chair you have. And bring your right knee into your chest and just stretch the left leg out long. And if knee into chest looks like this, great. Way down here, great. Just bring it in as close as you can. And try to squeeze your left glutes, your left butt a little bit. And then go ahead and switch. Right leg stretches out. Get a hold of that left knee. And just lean back, however far this goes. No perfect way to any of this, and everyone's anatomy is going to work really differently for this one. You can squeeze your right butt a little bit to help stretch the front of that right hip. And then relax. Bring your right knee just out to the side. So right toes point to the right, left toes point forward. And then bring both hands onto your left thigh to begin with and just bend your elbows, lean forward. And keep your right knee. You can even use your hand to push on your right knee and keep opening it. And then come back to center. Switch your legs. Heel toe that left foot out to the side. Both hands start out on your right knee. And you're welcome to keep them here and just actively move your knee out. Or you're welcome to use your left hand to kind of push on your knee. And then come back to the middle. Scooch back into your chair. And let your body rest on the chair behind you. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then back. And just re-sink into your breathing rhythm. Breath expanding as you breathe in. And slowly exhaling all the way out. Take a moment to bring your fingers to your jaw and just find a tender muscle-y spot, kind of right behind where your jaw connects, right behind the bony part. And just push in on that spot and then just lift and lower your head. Couple more times, slowly lift and lower. You can move your fingers around in there a little bit, just help release some of the tension here. And then bring your hands down to your thighs. You can let your eyes close. If you are at a desk, you can sit up or you can stack your elbows, your hands right on top of the other. Lean forward, let them rest on the desk, and then let your head rest right here. Otherwise, stay seated, lean back, and just sink into the rhythm of your own breathing. Let it happen however it happens naturally. Kind of inviting your breath to be the guide and taking a moment to just pause and rest. A moment to simply be still. Shoulders soften. There's nothing for you to do or undo here. Just be.